Emirates 777-9X wings right here, brand new, fresh. We got the Lufthansa 777-9X wings, 2 sets of massive wings, and for this, it is a treat because this is the 3rd Emirates 777-9X video in a row, so pretty cool. So in this video, we're going to run, we didn't do this in the last build video, we're going to run the crossbar that's a single carbon fiber piece that runs from the right to left wing that is just that added bit of strength that completes the structure of the 9X's wing. Now that piece is already on the Lufthansa 9X wing. It's already in place. But we're also in this video going to install the EDF mounting tabs, the engine pylon mounting tabs. These lock in the carbon fiber rods. See? It's a piece of carbon fiber cut, and it's these hooks lock into the wing, into the carbon fiber rods of the wing, and that's what the EDFs mount to, like on the Lufthansa. So that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to put the cross spar in, and we're going to add in the EDF engine mounting tabs. Let's get down to it. Okay, so what I want to do is, right now, I'm marking off, the carbon fiber rod is going to run through the wing, and I'm marking off where I want it to go. It's going to go from this carbon fiber rod to the other one, straight across, one shot. So I'm lining up the rod and the line to make sure I have a straight shot. And I'm using a speed square so that I can go ahead and use that, and then take a ruler and basically line it up. And then I know where to hot wire out this hole, or this groove, where the carbon fiber rod is going to go straight through, right to left. It's going to, just like on the Lufthansa 9X, it's going to be the same thing. And this gives you strength directly in between the two wings. So you got the trusses, and then you got this one carbon fiber rod, and it's tremendous strength. That's the advantage. It's tremendous, tremendous strength that it gives you. And with that strength, I can put the 9X Lufthansa wing upside down with their 2 5-inch EDFs and not even worry about it. I can hang that wing upside down, shake it, right side up, shake it. Doesn't budge. Not a motion. Nothing. It's a rock solid, incredibly strong. Alright. Drew the lines. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot wire out this groove, because it's easier to hot wire that instead of using the drill. But I'll probably use the hot wire to go through the side as well. It's just easier, but you make less mess. So it's always a trade-off between hot wire and drill. All right, now I'm about to hot wire, so I put my respirator on. Very important. Don't want to be breathing gases in. Not good. I got my hot wire knife, get that nice and hot. Alright, now I'm going to start putting out the channel. Here we go. hot line out the other side, the other channel. One of the things I've talked about many times on this channel is having models of the planes that you're making. That way it helps you and aids you in your scratch building. Now right here I have a 777-9X. It's of Qatar Airlines. It's not Emirates or Lufthansa or ANA, but it's a perfect 1/200 scale facsimile of the 777-9X. Now, my 3 777-9Xs will be completely scaled. They'll have the proper notch taken out of the rudder. They'll have the proper engine nacelles without sharklets. They'll have the actual Wi-Fi antenna up top. My 777-9X, because I have this model, will be the most, it's not only the biggest, but it's going to be the most scale ever made, because I have this very scale 1/200 scale model that gives me all of the visual cues that I need to transfer this to the 13-foot, almost 4-meter long model of the 3 that I'm making. So I can really use this to give me, so I can use this model. I mean, the winglets come up, like on the real thing, the little winglets come up. Isn't that cool? Now what's so funny is I have a model of every single, I either have a model, plastic model, injection molded model, handmade wooden model from the Philippines or Malaysia, or a plane like this, or a die-cast model of every airliner in the world. I have a representation of it. You name the airliner, I have one. You name it, I have one. Yep. I even have the Dassault Mercure. I have the Tu-104. I've got so many models, hundreds of airliner models like this, so I can pick it up, look at it, check it out, and this helps in the big airliners big time. So if you want big advice from me and a tip that's going to help you with your scratch build, get yourself a model of the plane you're building so you can look at it and then transfer what you see here to your RC airplane. Big help. So basically what this is a piece of carbon fiber that's going through, you know, right and left wing and joining them directly together as one piece. You understand? So it's crucial that I push this through and get this to join up completely on the other side so that the two pieces become one. Right and left wings. Understand? That's crucial. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make sure that the two pieces are joined together perfectly. Because if not, this isn't going to work. You can't have that. You want this. You're doing this because you want it to work. That's why you're doing it. Okay, now I'm going to apply 5-minute epoxy to the well itself to help the carbon fiber rod when it gets into place, to help it stay in place. That's really important. So I'm brushing it right into the channel itself, and that way once the rod is in place, it helps it epoxy it exactly where I want it to be. Okay, and then I just run it straight through the hole I made. There we go. And right through the channel. Get it into position. There we go. Perfect. That's what I want. Perfect. Now I'm going to put some more epoxy there and there at the wing root where it meets the fuselage. Very important. And the next thing I'm going to do now is just let that set. I got the 5-minute epoxy bridging the two pieces, the main spar, 8mm square spar, carbon fiber rod, connecting a direct rod from right to left wing, just like the Lufthansa wing, and that way it'll give us complete and utter rigidity once we stick our 5-inch EDFs and our mounting tabs into position. And like the Lufthansa 9X back there, we'll have utter strength and rigidity, so we can have you know, two 5-inch EDFs on the wings and have them upside down like that and have absolutely no stress on the wing structure. Very important. Okay, so what did we do just now? What happened? Well, what we did was we added a carbon fiber rod, like this 8mm rod, square rod, really strong, from the right wing to the left wing, straight through, connecting both as one rod. The reason for this rod is for structural strength for the EDFs. Each 5-inch EDF hung here and here weighs about probably over 3 pounds, I would think. So the original structure supports the wings, but this one extra rod that goes through supports the EDFs, and that added stress and flex stress up and down and right to left. So the next step now that we have the rod in place, we're going to add in the actual EDF mount, the EDF mounting tab made from carbon fiber, and it has these hooks, as you can see. And the hooks will come in and clip into this first and second rod that go through the wing. This hooks in and slots and locks into place and is epoxied. And then stainless steel tie straps are then used to also position it and to secure it into position on these rods. Once it's on there with the steel straps, the only way you can break this bond is with probably a 10-pound sledgehammer. That's how strong it is. I know because I've done it. In older airliners that I've built, that I've used this method, it literally takes a sledgehammer to break this mount off the wing. So, and nowhere in normal flight is this going to snap off here unless you crash. That's the only way you can possibly break this. And when these do break, it's usually in a crash, a violent crash. So let's not talk about that right now. Let's not jinx ourselves. But let me try and show you what these really are all about. So this locks in here, and then the actual EDF pylon is what then fits like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what that's all about. That's what that's all about right there. That's what this is about. And that's what we're going to do right now. Now we're going to actually position this into place on the wing. That is what we're doing now. We're out in the bright sun. Nice sunny day, a little windy. Got the wing weighed down. So this is the EDF pylon hook mounting tab. So I'm going to hot wire out some areas here and there so I can have a place to place this into the wing. So let's do that now. Put on your respirator so we don't breathe in plastic smoke. That's not good. Alright, here we go. So basically I'm going to dig on an area ahead of this carbon fiber rod and ahead of this one so this can lock into place, you understand? So I'm just basically channeling out an area here. And again, that's another advantage of Styrofoam. It's just so easy to work with, as opposed to other materials that just are a pain in the ass to work with. And there you go, look at that. Fits in perfectly. Look at that, man. Fits in perfectly. That's what I want right there. You see that? Here, let me get you from the side. Let me have you see a side view of this, and you're going to even understand it even better of what I just did and how this actually makes sense. Okay. Now, my friends. Alright, what just happened? Now, see these two carbon fiber rods? I got an I-beam here, and I got a square rod there. About a 6mm rod here. Then I got an I-beam here, very strong. The mounting clip goes like this and locks into place. And then with epoxy, JB Weld, and steel straps, stainless steel straps, this becomes an impenetrable tab, and it's not coming off here, and I can hang a 5-inch EDF with no problem off that tab. Okay? That's how that's done. Okay, before I hard mount the EDF pylon, I want to show you something. Here's the 1/200 scale 777-9X. Now, look at the wing, right? Look at the pylons. There's something called pylon deflection or pylon angle, right? Now, on the pylons in the 9X, which way do the pylons go off the wing? They go out that way, but they don't. They're running completely horizontal or vertical with the wing surface. Some engine pylons go this way, perfectly vertical with the rudder center line, and some go out this way in perfect horizontal angle to the wing surface. You understand what I'm saying? You got to get that right. If you want to scale airliner or RC aircraft, you got to get that angle right. Because at first it may not look right, and second, there definitely might be an aerodynamic advantage for that as to why Boeing did this. So I'm going to emulate and copy that with this plane as I put the tab on. And what I do is I use this angle finder, and I can replicate the exact angle that I want to do with the tab. You understand what I'm saying? Let me really show you what I mean. Now, in the case of the 9X, it's perfectly straight like this on the surface of the wing. So I use this tool to make sure that when I place the pylon into position, it's perfectly going in the right direction. Now, if the pylon followed the rudder line horizontal, then it would be more like this. The angle would be like that. But in this case with the 9X, it's completely horizontal to the wing surface, not the rudder line. You understand? I just showed you that. Some of you are going to get what I'm telling you, some of you may not. Okay, so that's the way that is. It's complicated, but it's important, and that's the way that goes. So I'm going to pour a boatload of epoxy into this area, position it, get it locked into place, and then come through later on with steel tie straps, boom, boom, and maybe even some JB Weld, and make a bond that is not coming off. That tab is not going to come out of there unless I took a 5-pound or 10-pound sledgehammer and went bam and smashed it out of there. Then I could break it. But in normal flight operations, that is not going to come off of there. Alright guys, now we're going to add in our lower airfoil section to the Emirates 9X wings. We're going to add that piece in. It's getting really windy right now, so I got to weight this down until I epoxy it into position. So let's do that right now. Alright, so I've whipped up some 5-minute epoxy. I use this old food box to mix it up on, because that I can just throw it away. So what I do is I add the epoxy to the underside of this lower airfoil piece of the 9X wing. And I just generously apply it evenly to the underside in various locations. So that way I know that it's going to adhere to it and not pop up and off and come off. I want it to stay on the wing, on the underside of the wing, because it's now, you know, the two are going to become one. Top piece, bottom piece. Now this is not structural at all. This is just the underside of the wing. The structure is already in the wing itself. So this doesn't have any real structure to it. It's just there as an aerodynamic improvement and help the aerodynamics of the Emirates 777-9X. Now the same piece is on the Lufthansa. I have the same thing on the wing of that. So I just push this into position with my hands. I just kind of push it down like that, and then what I do is come in with tape. You can see how windy it is just by the tape. And I just tape the front side of the airfoil, or of the lower wing piece, into position. And I do the same thing with the back side. Tape that down into position. And that ensures that it's not going to pop up and off from the wind or whatever. And you just hand flatten it into position. And that's all you have to do. And now you got a lower airfoil piece. And it makes the plane just look that much more scaled. We installed our BBF carbon fiber mounting tabs for the pylons. We installed our carbon fiber additional rod to add the strength for the 5-inch EDFs so that the wings have total rigidity. And we added our lower airfoil sides to the wings. In the next video, we are going to be installing our EDF pylons into position and mounting our EDFs. Okay? DemonDriver, take care. I appreciate all your views. I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.